Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
He has time. He's got him. Left side, Dobbs is there. Leaping grab. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Perfection. Expect nothing else. Do you like to make yourself a hot cup of coffee to start your day? We have both whole bean and grounded. Also great for all you iced coffee if not a hot kind of person. Even make yourself a frappe to quench your thirst. The best tasting coffee with espresso. It's only $18.99 plus taxes for a 12-ounce bag. Buy 1 to 5 bags and shipping is only $7. If you spend over $100, shipping is absolutely free.
Good morning. Welcome to Ken and Ken in the morning. Hope you're grabbing that cup of Joe. I know I've grabbed my cup of Joe this morning.
Just
Looks like
refilled
Rob's got his.
You know,
Indeed.
just filled mine. Yeah, buddy.
Gotta have the coffee.
What's
We had
up,
football
people, on a
last
Friday?
How y'all doing?
We had
Look,
football
Dom
last
shows up
night.
after. He's got to make sure his team wins before he shows up. What the hell is that?
Wasn't gonna show my face if they lost, right? Come on now.
Flip-flopping Falcon fans.
Yo, I'm glad we got the win. That's all I can say. Because my brother's an Eagles fan. He was just doing this. He was just talking shit all night.
All right, if you're a Falcons fan, tell me you're not worried about the way your team looks right now.
They just need to get a little bit together. I mean, our defense is nice, so I can't deny our defense. I don't think we let up no more than 25 points or some shit like that. But offense, yeah, they're a little shaky, so they need to get their shit together. But our defense will keep us in. And Kirk Cousins, like, I like how he looked this week in the pocket and everything. He looked more calm and everything. Like, he had more space and more time to think about, the executions and everything. So, but
and I
a win's a win.
We actually got to watch him play, some of that game. So, I mean, it was.
What you guys been doing all week?
Game, but the first game he sucked ass.
Talking about football. Not having to go to work.
My butt's been working again. I took a couple personal days, but they called my ass in. So
Yeah, I don't know how that feels. Ken, how about you?
No, I've got no idea either.
Yeah.
Rob,
how about you?
Well, I mean, I still have to do some shit.
Yeah, he has to be there.
I have employees, that I run employees. But I'm the boss, so I get to say what goes on. So
he runs it from his house. He doesn't have to go anywhere. He can be on the beach with a cell phone. That's all he needs to do.
Yeah, my laptop is all I really need. My laptop, I'm good.
Just
so how was
the
stream?
He's like, this looks different.
That's what I was like, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you haven't been here, man. We had to switch over. This is way better, though. There's more
options. Good morning, man.
It looks way better and everything. Like, I like how it has my sound bar. It has my own little personal recording right here. It has all 4 screens, and you can see the comments right on the side instead of having to go and click and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Why didn't we do this in the beginning?
Unfortunately.
Once we found out how good Restream was,
StreamYard did it to themselves. They actually raised the price and like forced you to look. You want the same thing? Well, this is what you're going to have to pay. They doubled the price.
And unfortunately, though, we're not on X this morning because I changed my profile picture which knocked my blue check off until they review. Which is funny because the picture I had up before was literally the sticker for Bear Stick Tactical Coffee, and now it's an actual picture of me. Now I got to review to make sure it's me. It's like the original picture wasn't even a picture of a human being.
Like artificial intelligence, man.
A-Rod looked like he should against a fucking crap ass team, bro. That's what that is. You've seen him already play. He didn't look good week 1. He's kind of looked better week 2, but
like
man,
legit.
He dominated.
You guys did. This picture right here on the left to the QR code, from basically at the midway point of that picture up, was my picture on X. I've now replaced it with an actual picture with my face.
Morning, Jason.
And I have to make sure that it's me.
Jason?
How funny is
Pack,
that?
Well,
So we are not on.
I was going to say they probably had to make sure that it was an actual person because they didn't think people could come that ugly.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn,
in
man,
that
you going
case-
to on a Friday?
Well, look,
You're so
it's-
ugly,
well,
you
that's-
broke it.
Well, that's why Ken can't get an account because he can't get verified. You're like, hey, Bigfoot doesn't exist.
They absolutely discriminate against Quasimodo. They sent me a letter all the way up at the top of my bell tower and everything.
Oh shit!
Quasi.
Pat said Rogers looked good yesterday. Good
Yep.
morning, Jason. I
Yep,
just saw the
A-Rod,
one
that's like
meme
A-Rod.
of him and his head coach, and his head coach went to give him an embrace, and Rogers like, whoa, back up.
Like, dude, this is just everyday shit for me. Come on.
Like, we're not friends
something
like that.
special.
Yeah.
Hey man, Howard, how you doing? Thank you.
Oh,
Well, no, I read
Man,
earlier
Howard,
that
he's been in hiding, man. Hour. Tell him about it. He's been in hiding.
been celebrating. No, I read earlier that
you should be 0-2, Dom.
no, we shouldn't. What do you
Put
mean?
him in witness protection.
Hey,
You should be 0-2. Everybody in
What
the
does it
world
say?
knows that.
Any
Saquon
given
dropped that
Sunday.
ball. You don't drop that. It's over for
Yep.
you guys.
Eagles
Any
didn't
given
lose.
Sunday,
We took it. We took that from them.
Yeah, any
No,
given
they
Sunday,
gave
even
it
shitty
to-
teams like Atlanta can pull off a win.
Or like I read earlier this week, you could take the Shaquan from the Giants, but you can't take the Giants out of the Shaquan.
Oh, that's
Remember
true.
that.
I guess
Remember that.
But it's still, bro. Just remember, you guys should send Saquon flowers for that. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Son of a
Thank you
bag
for
of
our
dog
first
shit.
victory.
Yeah, that's where I'm just gonna let you know. Like you could tell Shaquan. I like him and everything, but how you gonna drop a pass like that in an important game? And first off, why are you passing it?
That's like
Why are you
that's
passing
like
it on
that.
3rd and 3?
That's like asking
up,
Josh
A-Dub?
Jacobs how you fumble the
A-Dub's
ball.
on the road. He's going
I
to
was
the
going to say
game.
that's like asking Caleb Williams to throw it. It'll go 5 foot away from the guy,
That's what I'm saying.
or
There's all
not
kinds of
even make it there.
All kinds
I
of
thought Caleb
questions
said
like
his
that,
puncher
Tom.
wasn't gonna punt.
His punter is freaking awesome, though.
Yeah,
What's
man.
good,
Hour
A-Dub?
says
Oh, he's going to Nashville.
Man,
Yep,
Hour
he's
says
going to see the Tennessee game.
Yeah, I think
Chiefs haven't even put up 60, and they've been facing horrible defenses. Chiefs ain't got nobody. Worthy can only do jet sweeps and run straight. You don't got to really worry about him.
Yeah, good morning, Yoli.
Morning, home.
Morning, Yoli.
Good morning, Yoli.
Yeah, and good morning, Mr. Simpson.
Mr. Homer Simpson. Homer. I like to
Yeah, Kirk gets those once every so often. You do.
He was bound for it this week.
It was all wrapped up in a nice little bow from Saquon. He said, "Here you go, Kurt. We give you this one.
He felt bad for him.
You don't get
Question
these many. Let me
is-
give you this one."
Hey! You boys should be worrying about your boy Jordan Love instead of my team.
What do
Oh,
what
wait,
do
you mean
what are
Jordan
we
Love
worried
that was
about?
hopping around on one leg in practice?
Bro,
Yeah, I
you
think
see
he-
him hopping on that
He
man
shouldn't-
like he was
He
hopping on
shouldn't
the
be
man
doing that. I
Why
get
not?
he's a great player. He shouldn't be. He needs to rest. Like get that shit
No,
healed
no,
all
bro.
the way.
No,
It's
you
a
scared-
grade
you sound
one.
scared like the rest of them. You sound scared like the rest.
Well, me? I'm scared that he's gonna break a fucking leg and not be able to
Bro,
play
you
again. What do you
scared
mean?
to come out and stomp some ass.
You
Yesterday,
don't want him to be the next RG3.
Nah, he's not.
yesterday, the Pats came back down to earth. A team that we thought, oh my God, could they actually be 2-0? Got crushed by a decent team, at least in the Jets. I won't say the Jets are a great team, but they're a decent team. And the honeymoon in New England is over. They're now 1-2, and they'll probably stay at that 1-win mark for a bit. We got a bunch of other games.
strength.
We got a bunch of
I'm
other
sorry,
games
Joey.
this week. So we've got some fun this weekend. We got the Broncos, Denver, going from mile high to sea level. Yep, they're going to Tampa Bay to play the Bucs. What do you guys think about that game?
Oh, I do like the Broncos and what they're doing over there, but Baker looks like the Baker old. He's regained his mojo. He's going to pull out a win for him.
Yeah.
Sounds like Rob, you're agreeing with me.
I don't know
I
about
agree.
Baker.
I
He always
totally
falls off during week 7
Nah.
to
No,
10.
you just saying that because you're going to take the division from you. Oh,
Yeah, boy ain't taking nobody's. It's early in the season. That's all I can say.
I was going to say, you don't got to worry about Baker taking the division. The Saints are running
The
away
Saints
with
are
the
doing it too.
Broncos.
One of
The
them's gonna
Saints-
take
no,
it
the
from
Saints
you
are
guys.
looking
You
really
guys
good.
ain't doing shit. It's clear.
So hold
You guys
on,
are
But you
not-
got to worry about,
hold on.
Derek Carr
Hey,
falling off again.
Dom, let's stay on
Did
topic.
Kevin shave?
here. We'll get.
Oh, yeah,
to
he did.
He
we'll get to
shaved.
the-
Yeah, he's straight up
Oh,
looking
yeah,
like a
just
naked
listen.
mole rat.
We'll get to the Falcons in a second. Who do you got in
Falcons.
Buccaneers Broncos game is the question.
Oh, Buccaneers, Broncos. I'm gonna give the Bucks. I mean, I don't like Bo
Okay.
Nix. What?
Is anyone not taking the Bucs?
No, I'm taking the
All right, we're all
You
taking
gonna
the Bucs. Okay.
Bucks all
Here's
the
a
way.
fun one.
Yeah.
Here's a team that's overachieving by some expert opinion because they weren't expected to be much of anything this year. Yet they're 2-0
What's up, Eric?
against another team that's wasn't really expected more to be much, and they're 2-0. The Chargers at the Steelers. What do you think, Ken?
Oh, Chargers at Steelers. They both have real good defenses. So I'm going to put it into which quarterback I trust more, and I'm going to go with Herbert and the Chargers.
Okay, Rob?
Yeah, so this is probably, if not the closest game. I mean, it's one of the top 3 of the closest games this week. I'm gonna say I'm gonna lean on the running back. What's his name? J.K. Dobbins. That guy's been going off every week.
Yeah.
That's what's been keeping the Chargers in it. So I'm gonna say that continues, and that's what ekes it out for them.
What do you think, Dom?
I think the Steelers are gonna get it because Mike Tomlin did something with Justin Fields. That's all I can say. And the Steelers defense Steelers defense is always like top tier. Well, Justin's not really like bombing the ball and everything like that. So
man, he's not doing nothing. He's just
no, he's not. But he's like, I feel he got Justin where he's
not making
he feels
mistakes.
more safe. Yeah, no mistakes and everything. Like he actually is reading the field.
As soon as Russell's healthy, that's his job, man. He's taking.
Oh, I know, but Justin, he's not playing bad.
I think
So-
Justin might be running away with it.
Nah.
So look, I agree with Ken. I think they win. I think the Steelers go 3-0, and that job is Justin's until he proves otherwise. I don't care. if Russ gets healthy. If you're 3-0, you're not taking out your starting quarterback who made you 3-0. And and look at the 3 time zone thing is real. It's a home game for Pittsburgh. Their defense is unreal. If you want to talk running backs, well, I'll take Justin Fields, the quarterback, to run more than J.K. Dobbins because he just can. I mean, I'm just going to go with the Steelers. They're on a roll. I think they're feeling it. Justin isn't making mistakes. They're doing some good things.
Yeah,
This is going to be a fun
3
one.
turnovers, two INTs, and a fumble by Fields.
This is going to be an interesting one. Well, that Luke is like making a Dorn prediction there. Eagles at Saints. What do you think, Rob? Rob is in deep thought.
What's that?
Eagles at Saints. What do you think?
The Eagles at the Saints. I was just reading the comments. This is a close one. I'm going to take. This is another tough one, but I'm going to take the Saints. The Eagles.
Ken?
Yeah,
Sure.
until somebody proves that they can stop the Saints with the way they're rolling, I got to pick the Saints.
Yeah.
All right, Dom, it's a division game. Who you got?
Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Eagles because they have to win a game. They have to win a game. Like they lost
They
to
don't
my
gotta
team
win
last
Jack.
week.
They're
The
1-1.
Eagles don't have to win another game all year.
They're
Who
1-1.
says they have to win a game, Dom?
They do. What do you mean? It's all over ESPN and shit. Like they're ridiculing my Falcons, saying the Eagles gave it to us. No. We took that. But Jalen
what?
Hurts, I don't know. Jalen Hurts just he ain't looking
you
like
not
the
watch the
Super Bowl
game?
Jalen Hurts.
Did you not watch the game and see? Literally dropped it. Literally was. I mean, nothing. I mean, bro, he dropped it.
Hey, I sent that to my brother like 16 times that day.
Whatever you want to call it, bro.
I'll tell you what. I'm going with Ken.
Hey, you're a football player. That's your job to
until-
catch balls. When you don't catch them,
Until someone proves they can stop the scoring machine that is the New Orleans Saints, you have to. I'm sorry, no one's proven they can even slow them down.
Jeremy says it's
Now,
over.
granted, it was Carolina. So they started out with a bye week in week 1. Got it. But then they
Right.
destroyed Dallas at Dallas. So let the Sheagles prove they can stop them. I'll take the Saints at home. Let's look at another fun one here. This will be the 0-2 New York Football Giants against the 101 Cleveland. We need some more massage tables. Brown.
Mm.
What do you got, Dom?
Can I go with a tie?
You could, but you could, but I don't know.
Can
what
I
the
go with
odds
a tie?
of that happen. You could.
Can I
but don't
go
know
with a
what the
tie?
odds of that. I mean, they happen very rarely, but they do happen.
I mean, Andy Reid's what 100? I don't know, like 260 something and one. So I mean, it is rare, but I don't know. I don't even like either team, but I'm gonna go with the Browns. Giants. I don't think the Giants really got it together. Daniel Jones ain't and Watson ain't it either. But God, man, I'll go with Browns. That's it.
All right, he's going to go with the home team. How about you, Rob?
Yeah, I'm taking the Browns.
Ken?
Fuck it. I'm going some New York Magic. The Giants accidentally squeak out a win.
Just because you're from New York,
That's
don't mean
not
you gotta
magic.
go with that.
Yes, it does, damn it.
I'm gonna go
That's
with
dumb luck if that
I'm
happens.
gonna go with Dom's logic. Well, they have to win sometime, so I'll take the Giants. Malik Neighbors has a big game. I think Malik's looking good, but I'll take the Giants to finally get a win. Yeah, they do got to figure something out with their quarterback position. I don't know what they're gonna do if Danny Dimes isn't it. Ooh, this will be a little bit of a contentious discussion.
Wow.
The 1-1 Packers at the 0-2 Tennessee Titans, where A-Dub is on the way to right now.
Yeah, A-Dub's on his way there. It's a win for sure then. I'm telling you, A-Dub's there. It's a win. It's a dominating win.
Mm-hmm.
Dominating.
It's a dominating win. Well, we know what the Packer fans are going to do. So, Dom, what do you think?
Oh, I don't like the Titans because I don't like Will Levis. Packers.
There you go. That was a smart
Man,
pick.
Well, I don't like the
said at the
Packers
beginning,
because
though, I don't like Will
they're the
Levis.
Packers. I don't like the Packers because they're the Packers. But depends on who the quarterback is for me. If they play Love, I think they'll get the win over the Titans. And Will Levis is a turnover machine. In fact, they may get the win either way because of that, of the Will Levis turnover machine. However,
Will Levis sucks.
I think it's gonna. I'm gonna call it an L because if they play Love, I think he'll end up, unfortunately, hurting himself further because they should rest him one more week. But I'm just gonna take the Titans just because they got to win sometime. I'm going with Dom's logic on some game. They got to win sometime, so I guess they'll beat the Packers.
The Packer defense is the best. I mean, they're playing on top. They lead in interceptions. They lead in takeaways.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, bro, the Packer defense is going to get after it. They haven't showed a pass rush, but this week is going to be different. They're going to blitz a lot. I mean, Levis he's the worst quarterback in the league right now under pressure, and he gives up the ball a lot. I promise you, there's going to be at least four turnovers by the Packer defense this week, man. They're going to crush
turnovers.
He's going to get sacked a lot too.
4. You heard it. 4.
And
Levis
one of them is
is
going to be in
like
the
Green Bay
Kenny
taking the L.
Bitch.
Green Bay taking the L. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Speaking of NFC North teams that are going to take an L, the Texans against the Vikings.
Yeah.
Man, the Vikings been playing. This is I'm taking the Texans, but the Vikings, they could take this. This is one of those. This is another close one.
Yeah, I definitely think it'll be a close one. But the Vikings are getting their first loss of the season.
I think this is where Sam Darnold has a freak out. He's actually getting a really good defense this week, and they're going to get after him. And the ghosts are going to start coming in, and there are going to be some interceptions and some other problems. I'm going to take the Texans. Yeah, Texans are hot right now.
I'm going with Texans.
The Tua-less Miami Dolphins go to the 12th man and play the Sea Chickens.
I'm going to say the team galvanizes around Skyler and Tua's injury there. The Dolphins end up squeaking one out.
Okay. Rob?
Who are we talking about? I'm just reading the comments.
Dolphins
Oh,
and Seahawks.
Yeah, the Dolphins and Seahawks. Yeah, no way. If the Dolphins don't have a quarterback, there's no way they're going to be able to run that. I mean, they were having issues even with Tua in there. I mean, Tyreek hasn't done shit. I mean, neither has Waddle in fantasy. These guys have gotten terrible numbers. I mean, Shane has done good.
About week one, Tyreek did pretty damn good week one.
Yeah, no, he did all right in week one, but he did shit last week. And Shane actually has been doing. Actually, they're more solid. The run game. But
so what you're saying is Tyreek needs to get arrested.
I don't think I without a quarterback, the Seahawks got this. So I'm going to say Seahawks.
What do you think, Tom?
The Seahawks, they ain't got Tua. Skylar Thompson that dude's a damn high school quarterback. That's all I can say.
I'm going to go with the
He can only throw short.
Well, Sea Chickens are always tough at home, 12th man. It's kind of like the Titans at home. You know, like going back to the Titans-Packers game. Titans have never lost 3 in a row, and they're actually usually pretty good at home. But like the Sea Chickens, and then you got no quarterback. Well, then again, you never have a quarterback even when you had Tua. This could be a trap game. This could be one of those things where the backup comes out, looks really good, and they win, and everyone's like, "Oh, well, Tua, you can just retire." But it could be a trap game. But I'm going to go with the Sea Chicken. Speaking of quarterbacks that want to be out of their current playing position, we got the Carolina Panthers, which have a Bryce Young that says, "Trade me, please," playing against the Las Vegas Raiders, and they're playing it at the Death Star.
Oh,
yeah.
Dom's actually thinking about this game. That's what's scary. So Dom's like, "Ooh, I have to think about this." Okay, Dom, we'll go with you first, so Joe knows where to send the package.
Oh man, I can't choose my division rivals, right? I don't want to choose them.
You can.
I don't want to because they're trash. Like, my fans outside can play better football than them. That's all I can say. So I'm going to go with the Raiders. Brock Bowers is the leading tight end in receiving yards too. If you don't know that,
he's doing really well.
I mean, it's only week 2, but still.
Well, see, you've been too busy working, but Rob made sure we were all very well aware about how well Brock Bowers.
Oh, Joe didn't come on and say, "Yo, Brock Bowers the truth."
No, he did. He made.
Oh, okay.
We knew.
Where you at, Joe?
Brock Bowers he's. I mean, Joe's not wrong. He's probably their besides Devontae. He's like their next best guy over there.
Yep.
If they could get it together, on the offense, they're going to be. The defense is, although the defense does give up a lot of rushing yards, they were like the Packers defense, at one time. They're very good, they got good pass rush and everything, but they give up a lot of rushing yards.
Lucas Killer comments there. Tyreek Hill would never wear that helmet condom.
No, I know that.
Any protection with his 19 kids. Jesus.
Damn.
So I can't. I take it you're going with the
Raiders.
As
I'm
well
taking
this
the
week.
Raiders. The Oakland Raiders. I can hear the autumn wind right now.
See, I want to pick the Panthers just to screw with Joe, but since he's not even here, I got to be realistic. It's going to be the Raiders.
I don't see the Raiders.
We need to get a copy of the autumn wind so we can play it when we talk about the Raiders.
Yeah,
play it in the background. Play it in the background, nice and quiet. Is a
this will be a fun game. The underachieving San Francisco 49ers at 1-1 against the oft-injured, walking wounded of the Los Angeles Rams. So it's an all-California affair. There will be no memes or they will be arrested by Gavin Newsom. Who do you guys got in this California matchup?
I got to unfortunately take the 49ers. The Rams have too many key guys injured.
Wow. That was so quick I can't even get my coffee. Rob, how about you?
I don't know what further analysis you expect out of that.
Well, I mean, the Niners got injured. I mean, Debo's out. Debo's out, bro. He's out for a couple of weeks.
I was going to
He's
say
out,
Debo's
bro?
out every year. So
He's out. Well, he's
Yeah.
out for a couple of weeks, bro. He's out.
Damn.
I mean, both teams.
Good thing they
got
signed the
injured.
nuke then.
I mean, who's at home? Who's at home? Is this in
The Rams. It's in LA.
Rams? Wow.
Yeah.
Because it makes a difference. I mean,
Yep.
home team does help, but I don't know, man. This is
expect a lot
California.
of
They're
San
both.
Francisco fans in LA.
Yeah, I know. It's not like
LA.
it's much different. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going to lean on the Niners. Their defense is just too strong. And I think after getting embarrassed last week, they're going to fucking want to prove some shit. The Vikings embarrassed them last week. They straight up embarrassed them.
What do you think, Dom?
I was going to say he's on his
Froze,
phone.
man. He's look at his look. He's
All right,
just stuck.
Elsa. We'll just call him Elsa. He's frozen.
Elsa. All right, Elsa.
All right, we got the 1-1 Detroit Kneecap Fighting Lions at the Arizona Keebler Elf Cardinals. This is the next option we have.
Ooh.
This is a 3:25 game for you Central Time zoners. So it won't be the game of the week because the next one will probably be the Fox game of the week that I'll do. But we got the Lions at the Cardinals. What do you think, Ken?
I'm going to say the Keebler Elf double stuffs the Detroit Lions.
Whoa.
Rob, I got a whoa out of you. What do you think? Are you agreeing with Ken there?
This is my upset pick of the week, man, because the Lions are favored and I'm going the other direction. This is the one I went upset of. Sorry.
I can already feel JB furiously
I know,
typing
JB.
at the keyboard.
JB better get ready for that also. What you mean? Marvin Harrison Jr. has shown
Kyler
up.
Murray's 0-2-1 versus the Lions. So that's the only reason why you should pick against him is what he's saying. What do you think? What do you think there, Dom?
Everybody's under.
Oh, I already said it. Marvin Harrison Jr. going to show out against the Lions. He showed up last week. He's
it's going to be.
He's
close
found
here.
his stride.
It's gonna be
Arizona
high.
Cardinals. Their CBs can't stop Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm sorry.
I was on JB's show the other night. I took the Cardinals as well, and I'll call this my upset special.
This is my upset. This was my upset pick.
I mean, look at Kyler. He's got that cool 0-2-1, but that team is good when Kyler's playing. I think Kyler just gets a lot of. Kyler's not bad. Put that way. He's not bad. A lot of people give him a lot of trash because of the contract or some of the riders in the contract. But when you really look at that Arizona team, when he's playing, they're actually a pretty decent team, and they're a very competitive team. And I think them adding Marvin Harrison Jr. and you saw what they did last week. Okay, they got something there. The Lions got some things to work out too. But it's gonna be funny watching T-Rex chasing T-Rex with the short little arms chasing a short guy. So I don't know. Hutchinson might have a harder time tackling people because T-Rex going around trying to get
Mighty Midget gets his first against the Lions. Even Luke is picking him. Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You know why? Honestly, man, because I think the Lions have instilled. I mean, the last game and even some of the first week that they won, they showed that they could be beat. It looked like they could be beat, man. And when you show that, everybody, it builds your confidence, and everybody else sees it, man. Arizona will suck once.
Call of Duty. Yeah.
Fucking Luca, man. Luca, you keep it real.
Luka is talking.
You're a Vikings fan, but man, god damn it, I love that shit.
Well, this will be the Tom Brady and Fox game of the week, probably. The 0-2 Ravens, shocker that they're 0-2, against the just got blown out by New Orleans Saints at home, Dallas Cowboys, and this is in Dallas. Who wants it more?
Ooh.
Give me Baltimore.
Yeah.
I don't trust them much, but I trust them a little more than the Cowboys.
They're desperate, man. They're fucking desperate. This is desperation, man. They cannot go 0-3. Everyone knows it. Even John Harbaugh knows it. They cannot go 0-3. They have to win. You are going to see the best game. This is going to be the game of the week.
I think it's this is the game where they just hand the ball to King Henry and just let him run against the Cowboys.
They don't run Henry. Man, they're stupid. They don't just ride his ass.
I think because they really haven't, right?
They
So
haven't, bro. They
need
wait till
to.
the fourth quarter.
Yeah, do it now. Like let them just come out and just start running all over them, and then they'll
Just
let Lamar
fucking
look like
run 'em.
superstar when he creates easy passes.
I don't understand it. Why buy a thoroughbred and then not run them? Why? Makes no sense.
So I'm going to take the Ravens as well. Dom, what about you?
I'm taking the Ravens. They got to win a game, like Rob said.
Ken, you're taking the Ravens?
0-3? Woo! That bad news Bears right there.
Sunday night football. So we're going to hear some, oh my God, some gushing love out of Collins because his favorite man crush in the world is playing. Yeah, it's the 2-0 Kansas City Chiefs at the 1-1 Falcons. We'll go Dom because we already know who he's taking.
We taking them dirty birds.
Okay.
Atlanta is going to get absolutely dog walked, and they're not even going to need the refs to help this time.
What you mean Pacheco's out?
So
Stop.
Yeah,
They all leaned on Pacheco.
Bro.
That's how you say his name, by the way.
Steele's going to end up rushing for 100 against you guys.
Fucking A, bro.
No, God,
Little
that
mini
guy who fumbled.
All-Star,
Oh,
bro. He's
Lordy.
going to run all over you.
We're going to
fucking
beat up
bums.
on him.
Kurt's a bum.
Yeah, Kurt's
He
going
can't
to
win 2 primetime games. He can't, bro. It just can't happen.
Kurt's
It's
going
happening.
to
Ever won back-to-back primetime games?
Never in his career.
I don't think he has.
Where's Sarah?
He's never won a Monday Night Football game either until this
Sarah!
Monday, right?
Where are you, Sarah? We need you to know. Oh wait, Luca might know because he's the other.
Yeah, he's
Luca, did Kurt ever win back-to-back primetime games when he was in Minnesota?
No.
I don't think.
Kurt sucks. I think
I
he
hate
had
to
one
say the
primetime
Chiefs are going
game.
to start 3-0, but
They are.
it's kind of looking that way.
I get, Taylor Swift and everything, but Chiefs got to lose. Chiefs have to lose.
Yeah, I thought if the Chiefs were going to lose any of their first 3, it was going to be to Baltimore because that was,
Yeah.
didn't happen.
They should have lost against the Bengals.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Josh, look, he's taking the Falcons by a field goal.
Josh, what? Josh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Josh
then there's
has been
going to be a
hacked.
penalty
Josh has
flag
been hacked
for
by
a
a
false
Bills
start.
fan.
Are you Packers fans still hurt by that loss to us last year?
Yes.
And Ritter didn't even make a damn team this year?
Not gonna lie. It was a stink. It was a game we should.
Yeah, I was going to say
You
that-
lost to a high school quarterback. That's why.
Yeah, to lose to such a complete trash franchise kind of leaves a lasting mark.
But bro,
It should, Ken. Damn it. What
bro,
you mean?
but bro, hey, bro, we went to the playoffs.
Yep.
We made our deal. Where were you? Where were you, man?
We're in Cancun.
Yeah, I know. That's right. He was watching the
My
playoffs.
ass was on my couch, though,
He
so.
was watching the playoffs.
Hey, you know
All
the
right.
Packers are my second favorite team. Come on.
This will be an interesting game. Dual Monday Nighters. I don't know why they're doing. Did they used to do the dual Monday night on week one?
On the first
I don't-
week, I didn't.
I don't know
understand.
why they're doing it on week 3, but they are. And both these
Man, this
games
thing is frozen.
are kind of interesting in their own ways. You got the 0-2 Jags, which is a little bit surprising that they're 0-2. And then you've got a surprise, because no one thought this would happen, the 2-0 Bills in Buffalo. Bills Mafia will be out. Kelsey will probably be there just because he likes to drink beer, and so do they. So who do you guys got with the Jags going to Buffalo on Monday Night Football Game 1?
I'm going with boy, I love losing Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize their defense was going to be. I mean, I had to wait and see, man, how they're going to be without wide receivers, how they're going to be, how their defense was going to look, and I mean, they look legit.
So Angry Cops and the rest of the Bills Mafia, yes, and is in New York. You can find them for that comment.
Hey, I got that from a Bills fan, so
Yeah, that's I love it, man. I didn't know that's what that stood for until Ken told me, man. And
Mhm.
pretty legit. It's pretty
Yeah,
legit, bro.
the Bills have looked legit. I mean,
Yeah, they have.
I see them going to 3-0.
Josh Allen looks legit.
Yeah, it's what happens when you have a real quarterback running your team.
And then we go to the last Monday night game. A team that I'm going to get to go see in Week 8, the Washington Commanders against the Bungles. And it's in Cincinnati.
The 0-2 Bungles in
The 0-2
Cincy.
Bungles against the 1-1 Washington Commanders. They're 1-1 because they beat the New York.
And is what's his name going to be back? Because I don't know if he's going to be back or not.
I'm going with the Foreskins to wrap the Bungles.
Whoa, an upset.
Yep.
Upset. I mean, Joe Burrow ain't the QB he used to be.
No,
I
Burrow,
think they should have
Burrow,
won last
He
week,
played
though.
really well last week against the Chiefs, bro. He
Yeah.
played really well.
No, he didn't. But they
He
got
looked
screwed with
really
that
good.
pass.
From week
That
to
just
week,
makes me mad.
he sucked. But I'm taking the
You're taking the
Bengals.
Bills.
The Bengals.
Whoa, Josh, Bengals win by double digits.
Oh shoot, that's woo.
Now here's the interesting thing with this game. They've offset the starts of the Monday night games by about 45 minutes, so you'll get to see most of the first half before the Bills game starts. But yeah, Bengals I think are going to just dominate the Commanders, or the Redskins, or the Foreskins, or the Cobra High Command, or whatever you want to call them. I guess they're too busy going commando for the Commanders. I mean, that team is a hot mess on so many ways. And look, they got new ownership, and even with new ownership, they're a hot mess, right? Because they're still reeling from the Dan Snyder days. Now the Indian tribe that the Redskins were named after, so to speak, they want it back, or at least they want the logo back at least.
Oh, they
So
want
they're
the
not-
name back too.
Yeah. So
Like, did they even ask it?
no, it was a bunch of middle-aged white women who were
Yep.
offended, so they changed it and then asked the people who were actually, it's kind of like
Not Native
Aunt
American
Jemima,
or anything, right?
They took her off of her own syrup because some middle-aged white women were offended by it. Like, she was an actual legit person. It was her actual legit product. And now she has to be taken off for cultural appropriation, but it was hers. The Redskins is the same thing. That's why I like the Chicago Blackhawks. They're never going to change. And they said so. And the Blackhawk tribe came out and said, yeah, they're never going to change. But the Redskins are without trying to get into all that, the Redskins are just a mess right now. Where the Commanders are just a mess right now. They're still they're digging out of that hole that they were dug in. It's going to take them another year or two probably to get back to some semblance of normalcy within the NFL. I mean, you see little bits of it now, but it's probably going to take them a year or two. Yeah, I mean, they should be bitching about the name change because they didn't want it.
Yep.
I mean, I think they did it. I think the last ownership group did it to try to save off their not selling, being forced to sell the team. I think they did it to appease people. Okay, well, look, Dan Snyder's like, look, I'll do it and I'll leave you alone. Well, they did it. They didn't leave him alone.
They changed my high school logo. We were the Raiders. Now we're the
Yep. The
Red
Fulton Red
Dragons.
Raiders. Yep.
Why'd they get
fuck's
rid
a
of the
Red
Raiders?
Dragon?
Why'd they get rid of the Raiders?
Because the
it
middle-aged
was-
white woman.
It was a Native American mascot that we had riding a horse, and
Yep.
apparently that was just way too much for the local PTA group around here. I'll phrase it like that.
Yeah, and the local Native Americans didn't care. They were like, no, that's actually, we like that. Like, you're representing us, like, and everything. So, like, our wrestling team was,
I don't care.
our
I'm
wrestling
offended.
team's dirty. So, it's just, I don't like how people go out of their culture to try to appropriate shit when they don't ask and everything.
Hey,
That's
you know
just
what?
me.
Here's the funny thing. Oh no, here's the funny thing, and what's not trying to be political, but the beautiful thing about the United States of America is this: it was designed to be the great melting pot. We're supposed to appropriate each other's culture. That's the whole point of this country. We all come together, appropriate each
What's up,
other's
broski?
shit, and make it something new. But hey, that's just me. But we got one more game which you guys are gonna love. The 1-1 Chicago Bears go on the road against the 0-2. We don't have DeForest Buckner this week. Colts.
Caleb still does not throw a touchdown. Instead, he throws 2 picks, and Indy gets their first win.
100% behind that.
Is that what you're going with too, Rob?
I mean, I don't know if he's gonna get 2 picks, but he's probably not going to get a touchdown. I'm going to go with that. I mean, I think this is the week you guys get your rush game going. You might get a couple rushing touchdowns because it looks like everybody can run on these guys, and this is your week to get your rush game
27th
right.
in the league. They're ranked 27th in the league against the
I'm
run.
just saying that. I mean, bro, if you guys don't run on these guys, you really do have an offensive problem.
Mhm.
Seriously.
And that's what I think the issue is going to be. Is the offensive line is still going to continue to suck till they do something to address it.
What do you think, Dom?
I personally, damn, because I think Caleb will throw. Don't fucking say nothing. 2 touchdowns. They'll win 17-14 because Anthony Richardson, that dude ain't a quarterback. He a runner. And
Dom,
as Rob said, they need a run in order to win. If not, but I'm gonna go with the Bears.
we're going to have you take a piss test.
Yeah, I'll take all the
Roski,
piss
I
tests,
like
motherfucker.
Roski. I read Roski's comment. The first half of it, I'm so all over that. I think the Bears defense gets at least 3 turnovers. Creates at least 3
Yeah,
turnovers.
I mean,
That defense is just look at they're a top 5 defense. There's no denying that in this league at this point. They are a top 5 defense. They are going to completely just. I think. And here's the thing: Montez Sweat has not graded over a 60 yet on PFF. He's yet to have a sack. I mean, he's been effective. He had a blocked pass last week, right? He's done some other things, but I think Montez Sweat gets his first sack. I think that the defense is just going to be monster, and this is a chance for that offensive line to be addressed. And I like what love and I hate what Eberflus is doing with the offensive line, or what he stated. He stated no change to the offensive line. Nate Davis is going to start. I think now Nate Davis has not been practicing. Well, he's been practicing limited because he's got a groin issue. I think until the offensive line is practicing full, and there are going to be some issues. But Nate made some decent plays last week, but he also made some real stinkers that we all saw. Like, welcome to my quarterback. This is the opportunity for this. Like I said earlier, this is one of those games. This was the first game of 3 where the offensive line has an opportunity to start coming together and playing better. It's not that Nate Davis sucks because we signed him for what we saw on tape and he was good. But since he's been here, he's been nothing but injured and not good. So at some point, either he has to turn the corner or we have to take the loss and cut him. And right now, we don't have the person.
You can't replace him. There's no one to put in
replace
there.
him because he's on the IR, which is bad luck. But I think this is the game where the offensive line gets it together a little bit better, like in the running game gets going. I like to see them use, even though they're saying they haven't been using him because of a toe. If Roshan's toe is good, let Roshan roll. This is one of those games. I give the ball the road. I let the running game go. Yeah, I know Sweat's not 100%, but I think he can. This is going to be a game where he's finally going to connect. But that defense alone is why the Bears get the win against Richardson and the Colts. Richardson, we all loved him at the combine because he showed out in that combine, right? And then he got hurt after week 1 last year. So he's still living off of that combine. People think he's good, but after the first 2 weeks, he isn't that good. Like,
Broski's the best Bear fan ever.
I remember when I remember when they drafted him, people were like, "Oh my God, they reached for him," and a lot of people were defending. But I'm back to when they drafted. They reached when they took Richardson. I mean, I like the guy. He seems like a nice guy, but they reached when they took him. He was not ready. And he's still not ready.
Yeah, I definitely think he was one of those quarterbacks that could have benefited from sitting a year or two. But my major problem with him is the way that he runs the ball. Yes, I get it. He's the size of Cam Newton and all this and that. But you're taking extra hits when not necessary, dude. You see how that worked out for Cam.
Well,
There's
and
a
let
reason why he's
Tyreek
sitting home.
let him run into Tyreek Stevenson, the guy who hits like Sean Taylor,
Yeah.
right? I mean, let him run into Tyreek Stevenson. Let him run into some of these. I mean, and the Bears against the run have been really good overall. And they hit. These guys hit hard. I mean, Tyreek Stevenson's like a Mack truck coming at you. Richardson he's not going to be the answer, I don't think, long term for the Colts. I mean, I think they're going to be looking for another quarterback. Maybe they're waiting on Arch Manning. Not this draft, but in 26th draft. I think there are a couple teams waiting for Arch Manning.
That's what I was about to say, man.
Um,
There's going to be a
but
dogfight for him.
I think they're one of them. Carolina, I don't think will be because it might actually not be the worst team next year, possibly. But God, could you
You need a
imagine?
fucking offensive line.
You're going to have four teams go. You're going to have 4 teams go winless trying to get them.
But here's the thing. Just look
And
at
you're going to
this.
stay in college.
Carolina is such a mess right now. They might end up with the number 1 overall pick this year. And the way it's looking, they might be such a mess next year. They could be probably the first team in NFL history to have the number 1 overall pick 4 years in a row.
That's embarrassing.
I mean, look, if they have the number 1 pick at the end of this season, they'll have had the number 1 pick 3 years in a row.
Now,
The first time when they
hear me out.
the first time when they traded with the Bears, the second time when they earned it, gave it to the Bears, and now this would be their third number 1 pick opportunity.
You think they should shake it up so teams can't just like tank like they did in the NBA? Because that's some. I get losing to rebuild your franchise, but don't that just makes the game not fun. Going to see your team fucking lose.
You know, I don't think they're trying to tank. The players definitely are because the players want to keep their job. So they're going to do the best they can every time because they want to put good tape out there to get the hell out of there. So, now then comes down to, well, the coaches are doing it by calling plays they know won't work. Okay, from that point, okay, I can see that. But they want to keep their job too. I don't know about the whole tanking thing. I just think the Panthers are such a hot mess right now. And their quarterback situation, I mean, he wants out. He's like, get rid of me, trade me. I mean, that says there's something wrong with the culture in Carolina more than anything.
Yep. Well, it's the owner. I read it was the owner. The owner don't know what the hell he's doing. He just bought that team so he can get his MLS team. A lot of people don't see that.
MLS team, yeah.
Yeah, think about it. Their MLS team's way better than the damn football team.
Well, how about this though, Josh? What if the Giants could make a trade with Carolina, get a quarterback via trade for a 4th round pick, and then use the number 2 pick for an offensive lineman? Which, according to some analysts, though, there are no day 1 offensive linemen in the draft next year. But obviously that'll change as the season goes on to NCAA. But what if they trade for Young, a 4th round pick or something, and then use that draft pick to take? Yeah, and Broski, you're there in Charlotte, right? I mean, you say, look, it's toxic.
What?
He just wants. He wants Charlotte FC. Charlotte FC is doing well, right? They're packing the place. I don't know. I mean, maybe Young maybe. I mean, is Young going to be that quarterback where if he gets traded, he does well just because he gets to change of scenery, change of ownership, change of everything? Well, no, Jones would be gone though, Josh. That's what I'm saying. Like they would trade for Bryce Young, right? Give up a 4th round pick and say, Jones, we're letting you walk. Peace out, my homie. Go be a backup somewhere.
He gonna be a rich free agent. You mean he ain't gonna be a backup? I wouldn't sign that bum. But that's me. I'm not an NFL person, so.
I mean, look, someone would sign him as a backup. Like like Miami would be like, if you're Miami, I'd take a chance on him as a backup for 1 or 2 games because he'd probably be good for 1 or 2 games as a backup. I mean, he'd make. Look at all these guys, starters get a job somewhere as a backup when they leave. They get at least 1 backup opportunity. I mean, find me a starter who did not at least get 1 backup opportunity when they left being a starter.
Desmond Ridder.
Desmond Ridder got a backup opportunity, didn't he? And then
they cut his. No, he got traded this summer, and they cut him, and they put him on the practice squad.
But he was the backup last year, wasn't he?
No, he started first, and then they put what's his name, Henneke in, and then they switched Ridder back in.
Okay.
Because Arthur Smith didn't know what he was doing.
But I mean, Jones would get a backup opportunity somewhere though, because he's better than Ridder probably.
Young. I mean, Young. He's kind of small. He didn't like. Does he hit the weight room or anything? He like 5'10". Like seriously, have you seen what his throwing motion?
Oh, fire!
I know, man. He's fucking. Where do you get that shit from, broski? That is some serious. How do you got that intel on this guy like that?
He could concentrate on
So,
pass
I mean,
balls.
listen to Saban keep talking. Yeah.
Why do you have him as a starting quarterback
so
there?
he's a bad quarterback. That's the problem.
So I mean,
No,
how many? I mean, so they're probably going to end up with the number 1 pick this year.
How are they going to trade him if they got this fucking bum?
I mean, maybe
Nobody's going to want that problem.
Yeah, right.
When was the last time the number 1 overall quarterback in a draft got cut before their 5th-year option?
Drew Bledsoe. No, I'm just messing. I don't know where Drew Bledsoe went.
Because did Rosen get cut from Arizona?
He wasn't the number 1 overall pick, but yes, he did get cut.
He was number 2, wasn't he, or 3?
I think he was the 3rd quarterback that year.
He was the 3rd. Yeah.
Oh, Broski lives there. That's why.
Yeah, he lives in Charlotte.
I was wondering how he knew that.
Yeah.
Because that's like some intel, bro. You got to like be in the local news or something, to get that info.
I mean, that franchise, I hate to say it, but ever since they let Ron Rivera walk out of there, that franchise has been a hot.
They've been.
That should tell you something. That's why Washington, I think, messed up getting rid of him too. He's a quality guy, and look at he. I don't think it was him as a coach. It's more of the GM failings than Ron Rivera. Yeah. Ron Rivera is a good coach.
He's a good coach. He is,
and a good human being, right? So I mean. But ever since they let him walk out of Charlotte,
Keebler Elf with
damn.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let Broski go, man. I'm waiting for the type of next
God.
thing. So like we got Broski going in.
If the Bears lose, Broski, I expect to see you here. I mean,
wait, we got Broski going in on Bryce.
Comments.
We got Broski digging in on Bryce. We got JB digging in on Daniel Jones. This is great. Daniel Jones' biggest problem is mechanics. Okay. But
we better win more than by a field goal.
Oh, I see. Look at it. Broski. See Ron at the grocery store all the time. Doing the honeydew list. Getting the milk and the egg.
See? Total good guy. That's awesome.
Hey, Josh, I don't know if their kicker can make a field goal.
Yeah, he misses one a week. We're missing
one
a week.
But it only seems like it's the 45-yard kicks.
Yeah.
If we don't have them kick 45-yarders, we might be all right.
No.
Don't you want a kicker to be able to kick a 45-yarder, though?
Well, that's like the Texans game. I think that Texans game, I think the shortest field goal by either team.
I want to trade for Fairburn.
I think the shortest field goal by either team was 54 yards.
Yeah,
I mean, it was ridiculous. Do you remember when, oh my God, I don't know, it's 48 yards. We're kind of at the edge of rage. Remember that used to be the comment?
Now 50 was a tough one, boy.
Yeah, now these guys are knocking out 56-yarders. Who was it? They were going to line up for almost a 70-yarder. Was it Justin Tucker? They were going to line him up for a 70-yarder. Then they said, no, we better punt it. But they lined up for it because in pregame, he was knocking them in from over 70.
I was going to say, you might as well give the flyer.
Yeah. I mean, these kickers, man. And Green Bay.
10 years ago, they weren't even able to kick 50. It was hard for them to kick a 50-yarder.
54 is it was funny because Collinworth was like, yeah, 54. Oh, this is a chip shot for this kid. It's like, oh my God, these guys are just 60-yard field goals are kind of almost not quite the norm, but almost mid-50s. They're going for it. No questions asked anymore. Now it becomes questionable when you're at 58, 9, 60. But I mean, it's ridiculous. So yeah, the Packers. Look I get it. Seems like Green Bay, Detroit, they didn't ever put an emphasis on a kicker. I get it. But yeah. The little kickers, man, they're huge, man. But I don't even think they have that in Carolina right now. They don't even got a field goal kicker. Josh Allen will be the MVP because he still wins with new receivers. Just saying.
Josh ain't being no MVP.
You're not wrong about it. He's not wrong so far.
Who's to be the MVP then, Dom?
It's going to be Pat Mahomes. It's going to be one of those guys. Just come on, you see how the NFL is.
Is Mahomes really having that kind of year though? I mean, they're winning, but is
I mean,
Mahomes?
if he gets to the playoffs, like, why not? Like,
It ain't because he's throwing it to Kelsey.
what is he? If he okay for this, if he has a nice season, I don't really like Mahomes. Not gonna lie, but if he has a nice season, it's gonna either be Mahomes. Allen will be in the conversation. You already know Lamar's gonna be in the conversation. Hurts probably.
Lamar's not going to be in the conversation if they don't start winning games.
It's only 2 weeks in, Ken. Come on, you got 15 more
Unless they
15 more
start
games.
winning
Don't count your
They're
chickens. Don't count your chickens before your eggs hatch.
I'm not.
Right?
I'm just saying he's got to start winning games to even be part of that conversation. Like they
Oh,
can't miss
he
the
will.
playoffs and have Lamar in that conversation.
Shoot, I was gonna put Joe Burrow. But you can say the same thing about Joe Burrow. If Joe Burrow don't win games, just like Lamar, he can't be in that conversation.
Did I mention Joe Burrow? No, you did. So
No, I just
agree with
did.
that.
No, I just did though, because Joe Burrow is going to be in that conversation of MVP.
Oh,
No,
No, you
the
don't think
MVP. Yeah, the MVP
Little-
race
little
is going
Slim Shady?
to either Jordan Love or Aaron Rodgers.
oh, geez.
Don't fucking say Aaron Rodgers. That guy looked like trash last night. I'm sorry.
What? How
Bro,
much
I'm
crack
starting
have
to-
you
I'm
been
starting to
smoking? He
seriously
looked like
wonder
the
what
old
the fuck
A-Rod.
you watching, bro.
I'm messing
Are
with
you
you. No, he's
fucking
good. He
kidding
was
me?
good.
Holy shit, bro.
I want to see what you boys have to say. You on Jordan Love? I want to see
Oh,
if y'all still like
Are you
Rodgers.
trying to give us fucking heart palpitations
Hey,
over
hey,
here?
hey,
You already know I
Yeah.
like Rodgers. What you mean, Ken?
I mean,
No, I don't even
look,
wanna hear
I
all
mean,
that.
I of course the Packers are going to say two former quarterbacks.
Bro, he played lights
One
out last
former, one
night, man.
current.
You guys
He
can say
did.
whatever the fuck you want.
But
That's all the
You know-
announcers, because they were sucking his dick right there, bro. They were
here's
playing with his
the
nuts,
one.
bro. That's how much they was talking about him last night. Are you kidding
You
me?
heard what he said to his coach, though, right?
Hold on, Dom. Here's the one prediction, though, where we can get rid of this homer crap. I'll tell you what, Coach of the Year right now is going to be a Harbaugh. Just not the Harbaugh people would think it would be. If they keep playing the way they're playing in San Diego, Harbaugh is going to be the Coach of the Year.
I can agree with that.
You think Justin would be in the run for MVP too? Then, ooh, that
Yeah.
that would make sense.
I mean, look at if
that would make a lot of sense.
If
TV.
they finish second in the division, let's say split with KC, and end up second in their division,
Fucking
and
crazy.
get to the playoffs. Oh yeah, I think Harbaugh would almost be a shoo-in for Coach of the Year, and yeah, I think you'd have
Yeah,
some
Rodgers
MVP
looked good
talk.
last night against the crappy
Because-
ass team.
Dude, no one expected them to be 2-0. Everyone thought they'd be 0-2 by now. Yeah, here they are, 2-0.
Yep.
You know, and a lot of it's Harbaugh's coaching. I mean, the guy is a good coach.
But what happens
And-
when teams figure out the running plays?
But it's not like they're not throwing
Hey,
the
Dobbins
ball.
has been part.
It's
What
they've
was
been
that
a
kind
balanced
of-
attack.
I mean, Rob, you went a little bit.
J.K. Dobbins. That's why they've been doing what they've been doing.
But they've been a balanced attack though. They're running and they're passing.
Their defense is playing.
Oh yeah,
good, too.
Johnson did get 2 touchdowns last week. I
And they
forgot.
got their defense. Yeah, like we said, that their defense. They didn't cut it. They kept the defense intact in the offseason. They got rid of the big money at the receiving core, kept the defense, brought in different receivers. That's basically it.
And on that terrible take,
Yep.
we want to
enjoy the game.
Yep,
enjoy
thank
the games
everybody
this
for
weekend.
watching. Comment.
we have
and
We're
Can
talking.
we have some shows? What are the shows? What are the shows this weekend?
we
Ken?
got Frozen Tundra tonight at 7 Central. We got open mic Saturday with Rob. And then Sunday morning at 10 a.m., you got Rob and I for the Red Zone Rant.
Oh, and Hallis Hall. After
And then
that,
he forgets the Hallis Hall right after.
I know you forget Hallis Hall after that, bro. Come on,
I'll
man.
tell you. Enjoy the games this weekend. We'll see you all Monday. Peace.
Peace.
Total Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Get all your sports news here first. The daily podcasts are Ken and Ken in the Morning, Lions Talk with Smoking Jeremy B, Wrestling Roundup, The Big Football Show, and more, Shield TV, Lions Villain Report, and Red Zone Rant. The afternoon podcasts are Valhalla, Grosef Sports, WCFL Dolphins Talk, The Cheap Seats, The Bodkin Show, Spirit of Detroit Podcast, and MM